Hello, hi everyone. Okay, all right, camera's all done, all fixed. We're not gonna mess with it. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Okay, we're actually making two cards today. They're gonna be the same card, but I'm gonna show you how to stamp once and get two cards. Kind of is what we're doing today. So I'm just finishing getting set up here. Okay guys, so some news. Let's talk about what's going on. So we're still in the last chance sale. There's only a couple weeks left before the catalog launch, so if there's anything on that retiring list that you have not purchased and that you really want, make sure you get it sooner rather than later, because things are selling out. And once they're gone, they're gone. So once June 2nd hits and they're done, you guys. So make sure you shop, go to my online store. You can shop using this house code. All orders get my free PDF with 3 projects that are only shared in that PDF. And then, what else? My card crates are getting ready to go out. Actually ordered all the supplies pretty early because I knew shipping was so long this month. So those are all getting ready to go out next week. And then I'm going to be announcing some new classes coming in a few weeks. I have my June card crate coming, my June Stampin' Blends coming, and then I have a few more that I'm throwing in just to kind of do a catalog launch. So watch for those coming soon. The catalog goes live on June 3rd, and we're going to do a big thing that week. So watch for all those details coming soon. Okay guys, we're going to just jump right into the card today. I have nothing else to show you or to talk about. So we're going to use our Stamparatus today. I already have this all set up because I've been stamping a few of these cards. So let me show you what we're making, and we're going to do a different color today though. We're changing it up, the colors. But isn't this cute? Oh, I love this. So so basically we're going to stamp once. Well, we're stamping the buffalo check once, and then we're going to get 2 cards. And then I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but what I love so much about this is there's some stamping in the background here, just some little flowers and leaves. And then I ran it through one of our new embossing folders, and it just makes it look like linen, like it's printed on a canvas. It's so cool. It's so pretty. So this is a card we're making, but we're going to change up the colors a little bit. So this is Granny Apple Green and Gorgeous Grape. I had to think about that. And today we're going to use, well, let me show you our colors. This is the colors we're using today. So we're using Coastal Cabana, Mary Merlot, and Rococo Rose. Rococo Rose is, I don't know what it is, you guys. I've been grabbing for that color almost constantly now. I am loving it, and it's an in color. It is not leaving this year. We have one more year with Rococo Rose. It's leaving next year, but I am loving Rococo Rose. I don't know what it is. I'm finding it goes with almost everything, and I'm just loving it. Okay, so let me show you the stamps that we're using. I keep moving things around. I'm trying to figure out what the best way to do this. So I said we're going to use the Buffalo check background. So we're using this. We are using the Well Said stamp. This is in the annual catalog now, and it will carry over. It's going to be in the new catalog. And then this one, we're using the Lovely You. This is a new one that's going to be in the new annual catalog. So you can't purchase a Lovely You yet unless you're a demonstrator. And can't see whole workspace. Alicia, what can't you see? I hope I'm all on camera. I keep moving things in and out though. Maybe that's what's a little confusing. But we're gonna start with stamping our buffalo check. And I told you I already have it all set up in my Stamparatus. So I'm gonna kind of move this over. And I'm gonna stick a stamp set under here. And that's just gonna keep it nice and level. And I don't know if you can see on my grid paper here, but I've used a black marker, and I've just kind of marked where my paper is going to go. And actually I'm going to use just a little bit of snail on here, just a tiny bit, just because I want to hold my paper down nice and straight. So this is where I know my buffalo check is going to stamp, and I want it all there. So we're going to actually stamp this in Coastal Cabana. And the key to getting a good impression with your buffalo check is a nice juicy ink pad. Now, some people don't like the term juicy, but it's true. That's the best way to get a good impression with this buffalo check. And I love using it in the Stamparatus. You are stamping. You can only see the the top left. So Alicia, maybe, I wonder, okay, so Johnny said she can see everything. So, so Alicia, maybe log out and then come back in. I know Facebook is so screwy sometimes. Okay, so with your Stamparatus, with your Buffalo check, you want to give it a good press. Give it a really good press because, you know, you want to make sure all that ink transfers. The Stamparatus is one of the best tools ever, especially for, look how pretty that Coastal Cabana is. I love it, especially for background stamps because you can always go back and restamp them. Okay, I'm actually going to leave this adhered onto my mat there. I'm going to move that down, get that out of the way. We're done with our Stamparatus. And I'm going to take a ruler and we're going to just draw some lines. So here's the card that I'm making, Alicia. We're doing it in different colors though. That one. And so I'm going to take a ruler and we're just going to kind of add to our plaid line here. I'm taking my dark Rococo Rose blend and I'm just adding some lines and I'm just eyeballing this, you guys. It's going to be what it is. And we're going to end up trimming this down a little bit. So you can see that my Buffalo check didn't go all the way to the edge over here on my paper, but we're just going to trim that down. All right. So I'm just adding some fun little lines. We're just like adding to our plaid here. And then I'm going to turn it and do the same thing. You can do this without a ruler if you have a nice, steady, straight hand. I do not, so I'm using a ruler. The Buffalo check is one of my favorite backgrounds. You can see some of my lines are not perfect, but that's okay. Move this up a little bit. All right, last one. All right, we're done with our Stampin' Blend marker. We're gonna put that away for now. All right, now I'm gonna take this off. Just a little bit of adhesive on the back holding that on. And now we're gonna do some trimming. We're gonna trim this up. I'm going to pull in my little mini trimmer. Now this was only available, I'm going to cut this down to 4. So I started, my paper that I started with, I failed to mention that, but it was 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so it's just a quarter sheet of paper that I started with. And then, what did I cut this down to? My goodness, I didn't even remember. 2 1/2. So we're going to cut these down to 2 1/2. Now I can't remember what I was saying. I love this Coastal Cabana and Rococo Rose. Isn't that pretty? The mini trimmer, so you can't get this anymore, but you can just use your bigger trimmer. Use whatever trimmer you have. Trim it down to 4 by 2 1/2, and so we have 2 of them. Okay, we're gonna get to stamping now. So I have 2 pieces of Rococo Rose, and these are both 4 by 5 1/4, and we're gonna do our stamping with these. Let me put my Coastal Cabana ink pad away for now, and I'm gonna pull out my Mary Merlot and my Rococo Rose. So let me move these out of the way. Oh, I need that green paper again. Where did I put it? Here it is. All right. So the images that I'm using, I have 2 on 1 block. That's how lazy I am right now. I don't want to get more blocks. So these are from the Lovely You image. These are from the Lovely You stamp set. Good grief, talking's hard today, you guys. And remember, this is a stamp set that you can't get right now. Only demonstrators can get these. But if you join my team, you can actually add it to your starter kit. So we're actually going to start with this flower, and I'm going to use the Mary Merlot for this, and I'm going to stamp it off because it was a little dark. So I'm going to stamp it off, and then I'm just going to stamp it onto my paper. Just like that. Okay, and we're going to do both of them the same way. So we're mass producing cards. We're making 2. Oh, guys, I forgot to stamp off. Turn it over. I like to do all the same steps at one time when you mass produce a card because it goes much quicker. Okay, so that's all of our Mary Merlot. So we're going to close that up. And then we're going to come in with both of these, and we're just going to kind of fill this in. I'm going to stamp this one a couple times before re-inking, and we're just going across here just like that. So, and it's gonna look a little messy. It's gonna look kind of crazy, but once I'm gonna add this little leaf up here. We're just layering these fun images, and once we run it through the Big Shot with that embossing folder, it's really going to just out of this one over here. It's gonna make it look like a canvas. Really, it's just, I love it. Such a fun technique, and I don't know why I'm kind of stamping off on the paper. There we go. So it kind of looks like a mess, but it's gonna look up so much better, you guys, okay? All right, we're done with that stamping. We do have one more thing to stamp, and that's actually in Coastal Cabana. So let me grab that real quick, and then we'll be done with all our stamping. So we're gonna do our greetings, and this is from the Well Said stamp set, and I have 2 of the small stitched ovals. These are the smallest ones, and I'm going to stamp my greeting, far apart but close at heart. I'm gonna do 2 of these onto those ovals. Okay, perfect. And then we're done with all of our stamping. That's it for now. So I'm gonna move these out of the way so we don't lose those little ovals, and I'm going to bring in my big shot so we can do some embossing. All right, the embossing folder that I'm using is a new one. This is the Tasteful Textile embossing folder. It's a new one, but I think I'm gonna love it. So I'm just going to line it up with the line that comes with it, fold it over, and this is just it's gonna make it look just like linen or canvas, just gorgeous. And I don't know how much texture is going to be picked up on the camera, but isn't that cool? I think you guys can see that a little bit. So it just looks like it's like a printed canvas now, so very fun. Again, this is one of our new embossing folders, so you can't get this now, but it will be available June 3rd. Or again, you can join my team. We have a really fun virtual team meeting coming up next week. So let me move this out of the way. So we do lots of fun stuff. My team we always have such a good time. All right, so there we have both of our like linen pieces, and they even feel like linen-ish. It's very fun, very cool effect. Okay, so this card is going to be pretty quick to finish putting together. The stamping is the longest part, so I'm going to move these out of the way. So I have 2 card bases. This is just one piece of cardstock, 8.5 by 11, cut in half at 4 1/4, and then they're each scored at 5.5. So this is a top folding card. All right, so we're actually gonna put these aside just for a few minutes. We're gonna finish up these pieces before we add them on. So we're gonna stick on our Coastal Cabana pieces. Oh, look how cool that's gonna be. Oh, so cute. I didn't try this color combination at first, so I was really hoping it was gonna come together beautifully. But I'm telling you guys, everything goes with Rococo Rose. If that's not a color that you have not tried yet, you definitely want to try it. So I'm leaving about 1/8 of an inch on the bottom there of Rococo Rose, and then that stamped buffalo check piece is going on right over it. And again, since we're making 2 cards, we stamp that buffalo check once, but we cut it down to get 2 cards. And as long as you're cutting up cardstock to make 1 card, you might as well make 2 cards with it. So cute. Okay, so the ribbon that we're going to use on this one I used the tri-colored ribbon, which has shades of like gorgeous grape, Highland Heather, and purple posy in there, which I think is really pretty. It coordinates great with that grape. This is the Rococo Rose gathered ribbon. So we're going to use this. This is going to go around. We're going to just tie a knot. I don't want to cover up too much of that stamping, so let's see. I don't know if I can do this tied on the spool. We'll see. We're just going to tie a quick knot. This ribbon is kind of big. Normally I would save this bigger ribbon for a box or a 3D project, but since we're only tying a knot, we're not tying a big bow, I think it's okay. Oh my goodness, come on, bow. I probably should have gone with a smaller ribbon. That would give me less problems. Okay, pretty good. I'm gonna trim that down. And I'll just kind of finesse this a little bit. So cute. That ribbon is so pretty. So cute. Okay, so one more. We gotta tie one more. Do it assembly line style. This ribbon has almost like a, I'm gonna have to cut some of this off. It has like a sparkle to it almost. I think that's one of the reasons I like it so much. And this ribbon is carrying over into the new catalog. So if you haven't gotten this ribbon, but maybe it's on your wish list, you'll still have time to get it. Can I? This one came out much better. I like this one a little better. Let's see, I gotta finesse it a little bit. Now, if your ribbon's not doing what you want it to do, just grab some glue dots and you can make it do what you want it to do. There we go. And I'm just gonna kind of smush this over a little bit more to the left. There we go. Perfect, guys. All right, now we're ready to stick this onto our card bases. And I'm gonna use my Tombow glue for this because it has the ribbon in the back. I just wanna make sure that we're gonna get a nice stick down to our card base. These colors are so much fun. I wish we had some Coastal Cabana ribbon. I think that would be really pretty with this card. Oops, sorry, I'm out of frame. Some Coastal Cabana ribbon I would love. I think there's some coming in the new catalog. I haven't spent a lot of time looking at the ribbon section of the new catalog, so I don't know too much of what kind of ribbons are coming. I should probably do that. All right. Kind of finesse that bow a little, or that knot. All right, we have just a couple more finishing touches for these cards. And you can see how quick and easy it is just to make 2 cards, and you'll have 2 ready to go. I'm going to put some snail adhesive on the back of our greeting. We're going to stick that onto our scallop piece. There we go. This one goes on the back of this one, or on the front of this one. There we go. Then we're going to pop these up with dimensionals, of course. And that's going to also help hold down our ribbon. So I'm putting 3 on the back. It's probably a little excessive for this tiny oval, but that's okay. I love dimensionals. You could also have used dimensionals to pop up this piece on our card base. But with that big knot, I think that, okay, so I'm gonna just put this up here. So with that big knot, I think that that might have been excessive. So just put that on there. You can always tuck that little edge under. There we go. And then this piece will go on here just like that. Nice and straight, perfect. All right, finishing touches. I'm gonna take some pearls. I'm gonna use my dark Rococo blend again, and I'm gonna color some. We're gonna use both blends actually. So I'm gonna color, oh, I love that, dude. Look how beautiful that is. I'm gonna color 3 of each with the dark. So we're gonna color 6 of the dark ones. We're putting 5 on each of these, and then the light ones I'm going to color 2 of each, so we'll color 4 of those. So I'm using the brush tip of my blend just to color those pearls, but use those blends to alter all of your embellishments. All right, doesn't take too long for these to dry. They're alcohol inks, and then these will just go right onto our card. Love that. So 3 of the dark ones, and then 2 of the lighter ones. Isn't that pretty? So on this card, I used my Granny Apple Green blends to color my pearls so that it coordinated. And then we used the Rococo Rose ones. Oops. All right, I guess that's going there. Didn't really want it there, but it really wanted to be there. All right, there we go. What do you guys think? So I have 4 cards now, all ready to go out to some friends. Where's my other one? Here it is. So 4 cards with like that beautiful faux linen feeling to it. We only had to stamp that Buffalo check once to get 2 cards. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 kind of card here. So let me know what you guys think. If you need to order any supplies, please head to my online store. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And I hope you guys have a really good weekend. I will see you guys next week. Until then, have a really great weekend. Bye, guys.